Hello, dear fans and viewers of TV Days Drama Digest. It's always a pleasure to have you with us as we delve into the latest twists and turns that make Days of Our Lives one of the most unpredictable and riveting shows on television. Today, we have a deeply intriguing topic that we believe will have you on the edge of your seat: the mysterious shooting incident and the shocking possibility that Stephanie Johnson might be linked to it in ways we never expected. Stephanie Johnson has long been known as one of Salem's most beloved and morally upstanding characters. As the daughter of the respected Kayla Brady and the late Steve Patch Johnson, Stephanie has always embodied the traits of kindness, integrity, and responsibility. While, like everyone, she's made her mistakes, she has generally been one of the good girls of Salem. Always trying to do the right thing, always staying true to her family values, and always managing to find a way to help those around her. But as we've seen on Days of Our Lives, nothing and no one is ever truly as simple as they first appear. Could there be a darker side to Stephanie that we've yet to see? And could she possibly be involved in one of the most shocking crimes Salem has seen in recent years? The mysterious shooting. Unraveling the crime before diving into the possibility of Stephanie's involvement, let's take a step back and remember what we know about the mysterious shooting that has left everyone in Salem on edge. Recently, the town has been rocked by an unsolved shooting, one that has left the residents of Salem scrambling to piece together the clues and identify the shooter. Who would do such a thing? And why? These are the questions that have been hanging over the town like a dark cloud. The incident has left many wondering whether the shooter could be someone they least expect, someone who has so far been regarded as a friend, a family member, or even a loved one. The complexity of this case has led many to speculate about the true nature of the shooter's motivations, and the possibilities are endless. Could it be a crime of passion? A crime born out of revenge? Or is there something far darker at play? Now, with that in mind, the question arises: could Stephanie Johnson, the woman everyone knows and trusts, be involved in the shooting in some way? Could the sweet and responsible woman we've come to love be hiding something more sinister? The shocking discovery, Alex and the manuscript. Stephanie's role in this unfolding mystery takes a turn when Alex Kyriakis, another key player in the Salem drama, stumbles upon something that changes everything. While poking around one day, Alex discovers a manuscript lying carelessly around. The title on the cover is ominous, the kind of title that immediately sparks suspicion. It seems like the kind of story that would send chills down anyone's spine, a dark tale full of mystery and suspense. But what makes this discovery even more alarming is the fact that the manuscript, according to the cover, is written by none other than Stephanie Johnson herself. Now, Stephanie is no stranger to hard work and dedication, and while she has always been an ambitious young woman, writing a full manuscript is something that seems out of character for her. Stephanie is known for her career in the medical field, and her life has largely been consumed with caring for others and focusing on her family. So, when Alex sees the manuscript, he can't help but wonder, when did Stephanie have the time to write a full-length manuscript? And why would she choose to write a story that seems so dark and unsettling? The idea that Stephanie could have written such a manuscript raises a number of questions. It's not like her usual style, and that alone makes it suspicious. Alex's curiosity is piqued, and naturally, he begins to delve deeper into the mystery of the manuscript, which leads him to consider the possibility that there's more to Stephanie than he originally thought. The manuscript, with its eerie and ominous tone, doesn't seem like something Stephanie would write at all. In fact, it feels like it might be a clue to something much darker lurking beneath the surface of Stephanie's seemingly perfect life. A darker side of Stephanie, unseen struggles and possible motives. As the mystery surrounding the manuscript deepens, the question of Stephanie's potential involvement in the shooting becomes even more pressing. Stephanie has always been regarded as a good person, a woman with a strong moral compass and a genuine desire to help others. But could there be a side of her that we've never seen? Could she have been struggling with something emotionally, mentally, or psychologically that would cause her to commit an unthinkable crime? It's entirely possible. Throughout Days of Our Lives, we've seen characters struggle with their emotions, mental health, and inner demons in ways that lead to shocking and unpredictable behavior. Could Stephanie be suffering from a mental health crisis that we haven't yet witnessed on screen? Could the pressure of her family's expectations, her career, and the weight of her past experiences have driven her to a breaking point? Stephanie has been under a lot of pressure recently. Between her work in the medical field, her complicated family relationships, and her personal struggles, it's not hard to imagine that she could have cracked under the strain. Could Stephanie have been driven to commit an act of violence, perhaps unintentionally or in a moment of extreme emotional distress? The thought seems shocking, but it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility. The clues. Connecting the manuscript and the shooting. As we look more closely at the manuscript, we begin to wonder, could it contain hidden clues that point to Stephanie's involvement in the shooting? Could this manuscript be more than just a dark work of fiction? The idea of the manuscript being a reflection of Stephanie's own internal turmoil and emotions is a theory that holds a great deal of weight. In the world of Days of Our Lives, it's not uncommon for characters to use writing as a form of therapy or as a way to express their deepest fears and desires. If Stephanie was dealing with a crisis that she couldn't express openly, writing a manuscript filled with dark themes could have been a way for her to release her inner turmoil. If this is the case, then the contents of the manuscript could offer valuable insight into her state of mind at the time of the shooting. Could she have written a story about a crime, a shooting, and used it as a way to process her own emotions, all while hiding the truth of her own involvement? As more details come to light, we start to see a troubling pattern emerge. The shooting, the manuscript, Stephanie's potential mental health struggles, these elements all seem to be interconnected. The possibility that Stephanie could be involved in the shooting, even indirectly, becomes more and more plausible. But what would her motive be? And how could someone who has always been seen as a good girl suddenly snap? The mystery deepens. Was Stephanie involved in the shooting? As we continue to follow the twists and turns of this unfolding mystery, one thing becomes abundantly clear. Stephanie's dark side, which once seemed impossible to imagine, is now a very real possibility. Could she have been involved in the shooting? Could she have been the one who pulled the trigger? It's a question that has many fans of Days of Our Lives speculating, and the answers are still unclear. What we do know is that Stephanie has always been a character with depth and complexity. Like all of Salem's residents, she has her flaws, her secrets, and her struggles. And while it may be hard to imagine her being capable of such a thing, the events surrounding the shooting are anything but straightforward. The manuscript, her sudden darkness, and the growing tension between the residents of Salem all suggest that the truth is far more complicated than we initially thought. As the mystery continues to unfold, we can only ask, will Stephanie be the next person on the list of suspects in this shocking shooting case? Will the truth about her involvement finally come to light? And what happens when the once innocent Stephanie Johnson is forced to confront her darkest secrets? Stay tuned as we continue to bring you the latest developments on this gripping storyline. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.